I guess it's a snow day. What is good? It is me, your friendly neighborhood nerd, Babo, and I am back here for another mini vlog. This is just to kind of keep myself preoccupied. It's snowing. I'm a Floridian, and I don't know how to deal with this, but it's snowing here in Charlotte, and geez, like my dog hated it. He hated going outside. Um, this a huge winter storm going on all over like the East Coast and shit. So there's a lot of people who are dealing with snow. I just don't like dealing with it because I'm a Floridian and I don't usually ever have to deal with snow unless I go somewhere where it snows. But now I live somewhere where it snows. So this has been an adjustment. I'm going to say this. I'm not driving anywhere. Even my job is like, oh, if the roads are bad tomorrow, we're probably not going to have work and stuff like that or whatever. But I'm okay with that because I don't want to go anywhere. But I do want to get outside and do stuff. It is interesting trying to navigate these new seasons because in Florida, all I had to do was summer, not summer, spring, and then almost summer. That's it. We don't have much outside of heat in Florida and humidity. So yeah, it is something new that I am trying to get used to when it comes to this stuff. I really do hate not being prepared, but I have on a thick enough jacket. I have like hoodies and all the other stuff too, whatever. But I don't have like any winter boots. I still got sneakers. I had boots, but they kind of wore out and kind of broke down or whatever. But man, I just wanted to come in and do a mini vlog because again, I'm just in the house and I should do something with this time instead of just sit on social media scrolling. I actually watched another video not too long ago about what do you do outside of social media, and it's been a minute since I've like checked in on myself doing that. I like to read a lot of not news articles. I like to go with the interest that I am into: wrestling, comic books, movies, TV, stuff like that or whatever. So I'm not just sitting doom scrolling all the time, even though I scroll through like my Google feed or whatever. I'm still able to get something that is not in my social media bubble. So yeah, hopefully that works out a little bit better. I don't know. We'll see how it goes down the line. So you may notice that things are a little bit different. I have my podcast stuff set up today, so I was like, let's see if we can use that to do a video. I'm trying to figure out what I like production wise, what works better, what is a better like fit for me, because I know I'm good behind this mic. I love this mic. Love being in my podcast mode. I love being able to adjust like my levels and things like that or whatever. But I don't think this is a good setup for YouTube. I don't think this is an easy setup for YouTube. There are a fuck ton of cords that are everywhere right now. You probably see like one or two, but there's like 7 or 8 that I'm like trying not to trip over and knock stuff over as I'm recording this. I think this will be just for podcast because it goes into a mixing board that I have over here and it goes into the computer directly. And I will go back. I would say, yeah, I'm going to go back to holding the tiny mic. The little, the little shit that I had last couple videos. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to that, but I will try and keep the lighting set up. I have a couple lights that I used to always play around with, but one of them is on the fritz. It's not charging. I have to have it plugged in, and it's really dim, and I fucking hate that. But it still gives me some warmth, and I have a couple of other little accoutrements that I can use to help make the video production of this kind of like more cohesive and more like I walk in, press a button, and we're good. I think that's really what every person who does like video or photography content strives for. Is just, I walk in, I press a button, everything starts. I've gotten that mentality from Peter McKinnon. I've gotten that mentality from a lot of the people that I watch or whatever and subscribe to. Like, they strive for that. They're like, I just want to walk in, sit down, press record, and then press stop when I'm done, get up, and I don't have to do anything. Some people like having permanent setups in their house or whatever. I don't think I have the availability for that. If I do, it actually wouldn't be too bad, because all I do is use the office right now just to make videos. I don't have any real, how can I put it? I don't really have any other uses right now that I'm doing inside of my office, even though I should. I should come in here and write. I should come here and do my financial shit. I should be able to do all the things in my office, but I don't know. I just have an aversion right now, and I'm only using it when I set up and record and stuff. There's other stuff in here. It's like a crap ton of things that I have in this office that get done or whatever, but like none of my friend and neighbor nerd stuff really gets done until like I sit down, start recording a video. This week felt so long. It felt so long. It was legitimately a short week, I want to say, but it felt like it drug on. And now we're here at the weekend, and it's flying by. Only thing that may prolong it is this goddamn snow, and that kind of sucks, because like it's Sunday, and it's almost time for me to like start getting ready for work tomorrow. Like, it's not super late. Like, I'm just saying, like, I like to start getting myself like ready for the weekend. Ready for the week. Relatively like around dinner time and shit like that. So yeah. But yeah, this weekend is flying by. Hopefully the weather clears up and the roads clear up. It'll be nice to go to work tomorrow, but I would not be mad if they're like, oh, we're not coming in, guys. Cool. I work with kids. As I told you guys before, I work with kids. I'm a registered behavioral technician. Work with children with autism. It is a loving, rewarding gig that I do, but it is very tiring. And sometimes the babies be over babying, man. I'm in a good place. I am in a good financial place, like personally, and I'm in a good like mental space as well. I didn't really have to worry about this storm much. I have technically everything that I need. I have good running water, and I had, like I said, everything already in place food wise. So yeah, I'm just riding out the cold weather. I hope that whoever's watching this, you guys are good, you guys are cozy, you guys are warm. If you're not, please put on like an extra layer or something like that, man. I know times it's rough out here. There are a lot of things that I am avoiding to talk about, but I will say this: the next issue of Voices in Bold is going to be called "The World Is on Fire," because it is. I originally started that issue when there were actual wildfires going on. Now there have been wildfires and just metaphorical fires just raging. I am in a space where I'm taking care of my community, but there are things that, again, I have to acknowledge, and I have to say, what's happening right now is wild. So I will leave you guys with that. I may do a Patreon thing on it. So if you want to check out a Patreon, please go ahead and do that. Dropping some more things there as well. And I'm keeping it updated usually through like a week or so. Per post. With me doing the YouTube, this helps me also get the Patreon in line. This will probably finally get me back into the blog. We celebrated that 12-year anniversary of being active and online. One day, crazily, I got like, what was it, like 200 or 100 something like fucking visits on the blog. I don't know where they came from. I don't know why they came. Thank you for checking out my blog. If you were one of those 200, 300 people or whatever, it was, I want to say it was like 243. I want to say that number. I'll go back and double check, but it was a lot. And it was on a random Tuesday. It wasn't even like the anniversary. It was just wild. So I appreciate the love. I appreciate people seeing my work, people reading my writing, even if it's just like super old stuff that I wrote back in like 2015. I always feel like I'm chasing 2015 when it comes to my blog. That is where I was in the fucking zone. I was like putting out posts and people were reading them. We got over thousands of fucking views and visitors and stuff, man. But again, I can't chase the past. I can only plot for the future, and I have to actually write. Like, there's a difference between the word count and the post count in 2015 than today, and that's why it was such a good year. I was writing my ass off. There are a lot of things that we look back on and we're like, I wish I could get that feeling again. But the way to get that feeling again is to make something new. You can chase that high all you want, but you'll never repeat it unless you make something new. And that's what I think I'm ready to do, is to make something new and exciting for me and also for you guys. That's why I took a different approach with this YouTube shit. Like, I don't want to be that person chasing numbers, the infinite growth that they always want us to have. I just want to get it out of my head. I just want to get it out there into the ether or whatever. See, if you guys watch it, you don't. I do find myself checking numbers still. That's just an innate thing that's going to always be in me until I like beat it out of myself. But I'm posting these. I'm not dwelling on the descriptions, not dwelling on whatever. I just post these, bloop, go, set them for whatever day that I'm putting them out. I think it's like Tuesdays right now, whatever. And that also may change just depending on how I feel. So yeah, the things that we are able to tell ourselves, the worlds that we build in our head of delusion is always very funny to me, because again, I am saying all of this, but I bet you as soon as I pop this onto YouTube, I'm like, all right, where did it go? How can I get it from a 10 out of 10 to a 7 out of 10? Or how can I do, like, always end up hyper obsessing or hyper fixating on the small details of things. And with just doing this, getting these vlogs out, putting these mini vlogs into the world, I think I'm doing a little bit better. I don't have anything planned for February. I could do Blurred History Month again. I like doing Blurred History Month. I want to find some blurs that I really enjoy and give them some sparkle, some highlight, some shine. It's a lot of work to put into that for me to fall off. I was ready. I prepared myself for a full month of posting and who I was going to talk about, how I was going to talk about them, and then my Instagram got hacked. And I was like, well, I have to pivot. And I pivoted to like Twitch or whatever. And it even took me a while to like figure out how I was going to still get it out. And I already had these things drafted up. But yeah, like, I want to do it. I don't want to give myself too much stress about it. I will figure out how to do it. Maybe I do go back to Twitch. Maybe that will be my place where I do Blurred History Month. Maybe I can get interviews and stuff with these people, man. I don't know. We'll see. I'm starting that thinking thing, that thinking process over again, and making stuff way too hard. I put too much on myself. So I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. This is the third time I'm recording this. First time, I didn't realize there was a glitch. Watched the video, came back, did a recording. It did not save because my OBS glitched out on me. Second time, came back, did a recording. I did not realize I muted my mic because I was trying to get OBS to shut down, and it didn't. But it saved my mic being muted, I bet. So I did a whole thing with a muted mic, and you guys will be all. So yeah, I'm not. Jesus Christ. This vlog is an interesting one. It's supposed to be a simple vlog where I'm just like, oh, I'm in the house because it's cold. But here I am, man. I noticed when I look back on the footage, I close my eyes a lot because I think it's this mic. I'm very comfortable behind this mic. And when I get comfortable, I'm able to kind of go in my flow state, my zone. I'm very voice focused. So yeah, I don't need my eyes, but I realize I need to make eye contact with you. Like, we got to be here. Like, me and you should be locked, like, in step. But, God, this is the third time I'm saying that. I am going to be okay with putting this out. I am too much a perfectionist, and I told myself I'm not going to worry about the little details and things like that. So everything that you saw beforehand will be saved. Like, I messed up and left my mic echoey. So yeah, again, this is all trying out new stuff, trying to figure out new setups and stuff like that or whatever. So I don't know, man. This vlog this has been an interesting thing for me because I don't mess up like this. I'm usually a one take person. I get it in, get done, start editing. This is like the most I've messed up, or the most things have glitched, and I've just kind of redone. I don't write scripts. I don't try to hit bullet points. I just ramble when it comes to these vlogs. So remembering all my rambles is crazy. I'm happy right now with where I am with the YouTube channel. So we're going to keep our momentum going. I'm going to try and keep at least coming on here and recording something for you guys. I forgot it in the second take, but I'm going to remember it this time in this take. And I forgot it in the first take too. Jesus. No. I can't keep up with how many times I've messed it up. But I have restarted my Patreon exclusive show, The Check-In. Check-In is a place where I check up on my community. I give you guys an update on me. It's kind of like a mini vlog over there or whatever, but I give an update for me. And I also ask you guys to check in with me. I have a speak pipe available where you can leave a voicemail. And when you leave that voicemail, just tell me how you doing, how you holding up with this weather, how are you getting through life right now, man. I just want to see how you are right now. Throughout everything, we need our community, and this is my way of reaching out to my community through my podcasting, through my Patreon, through whatever. Like, I just want to check up on you, and that's where the check-in comes in. I'll leave a link down in the description below so you guys can leave a voicemail so you can tell me how you been doing. So yeah, I'm going to end it off here. I'm going to end it off here. I've said this like 4 or 5 times at this point, and I hate that I have, but I'm going to end it off here because I need to start editing this video. I need to get this stuff right and together, figure out which recordings that I'm going to be using, not the muted one. Don't use the muted one, Bobo. Dear God. So, I've been your friendly neighborhood nerd, Bobo. I will catch you guys on the next vlog. Peace.